everybody, welcome to Affleck Movies. This is our comic hero talk videos where we talk about superhero stuff, superhero news, superhero speculation, anything going on in the world of comic book movies. And we got something really cool to talk about today. Really cool or really bad, depending on which way you look at it. And it has to do with Ben Affleck possibly being out as Batman going forward, and possibly Jake Gyllenhaal coming in to play Batman for Matt Reeves. So we got a couple different reports from different places that are talking about this, and we got like 3 different parts to this. So we have one part that's talking about 2 separate ideas for a Batman trilogy, and basically those are one Batman trilogy taking place outside of the DCEU and one Batman trilogy that takes place before Batman v Superman, which would technically be a prequel to that film. So this is what Comic Book Movie had to say about that. One would see it set apart from the DC Films universe, which probably means we can forget about seeing more of J.K. Simmons' James Gordon, and the other would be set before the events of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So basically what I just said. This is really interesting because, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they do the one that's set before Batman v Superman, you could either get Ben Affleck or you can get Jake Gyllenhaal, who I'm going to talk about in a second and who reported on that. To either of them, because Gyllenhaal's younger than Affleck, he can play that younger version of him, or you can just make Affleck look younger and have him play that. Or if they do the separate DCEU one outside of the DCEU, I don't think it's going to be Ben Affleck. It can't. That'd be too conflicting. Like, why would you have him play Batman in the DCEU and outside the DCEU? I think if they do the outside the DCEU, it's going to be a different actor, maybe Gyllenhaal. And now we have this thing from Ben Affleck where this kind of adds to this. It kind of makes it makes it make a little bit more sense, because you understand how Ben Affleck could be leaving the Batman role. So when speaking with USA Today, this is what Batman had to say. So it's something I'm contemplating. You don't do it forever, so I want to find a graceful and cool way to segue out of it. A lot of people have been talking about that. We figured we might as well throw those quotes in to kind of understand how they might be moving towards a Batman movie without Ben Affleck. So you can kind of tell that he kind of wants out. He technically has one more deal on his contract with Warner Bros. And DC. He signed a 3-picture deal. He did Batman v Superman, he did Justice League, and the third one would be the Batman standalone film. I know he was in Suicide Squad, but they probably worked that as a little separate side deal. It was a brief cameo. So you have Ben Affleck wanting to leave. You have these reports on them possibly doing one Batman trilogy outside of the DCEU or one before Batman v Superman. And now you have movie pundit John Campea reporting on his personal YouTube channel that Matt Reeves wants Jake Gyllenhaal to play Batman if Ben Affleck steps out. This is what John Campea said on his personal YouTube channel. I'm hesitant to say anything, but I talked to a Hollywood producer yesterday, and they gave me the name of who Matt Reeves wants to replace Ben Affleck as Batman. And I've got to be honest with you, the name caught me a little bit by surprise. I called somebody else later in the day saying, "Hey, I heard this. Is there any validity to this?" And they said, "Well, Matt does want him, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. There's been no movement or anything like that." Now, normally, a director saying he wants this great, talented actor to be in a role doesn't really mean too much, but it's Matt Reeves. He's a respected director. We've heard Ben Affleck talk great things about him. Everybody knows he's a great director. He's directed these last 2 Apes films, which have both been phenomenal. Matt Reeves can get somebody to play this role if he wants him to. Now it's all up to Gyllenhaal. Is Gyllenhaal interested? Does he want all the attention and drama that comes with being Batman? All of that aside, if Gyllenhaal gets cast as Batman, I would be happy. Now look, I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he's the best Batman we've ever had. But if he moves on, there's nothing we can do. We can't sit here and dwell and wish that he was back. We got to move on. So if that happens and Matt Reeves gets Jake Gyllenhaal to be Bruce Wayne Batman, I think that is a win for Matt Reeves. It's a win for Batman fans. It's a win for the studio. It's a win for movie fans who want to see a Batman film. It's a win all the way around. So I think that would be amazing. So please let me know in the comment section what you think of these things. What do you think of the idea of a Batman trilogy outside of the DCEU? I actually hate that because I want it to be connected to the DCEU. What do you think about a prequel Batman trilogy before Batman v Superman? What do you think about Ben Affleck's comments on him being Batman in the future? And what do you think about John Campea reporting on Jake Gyllenhaal possibly being Matt Reeves' first choice to play Batman if Ben Affleck is out. Let us know in the comment section. We really, really want to hear your thoughts. I'm kind of torn because I love Affleck, but Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors, so I would not be mad at all. I just hope whatever happens with the casting, it stays inside the DCEU. I'm okay with them doing like the Joker one because that's going to be a little side story. We have this Batman in the DCEU. Keep him in the DCEU. That's what I want. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on this whole thing going on. It's kind of crazy. We'll find out hopefully soon what's going on with the Batman trilogy from Matt Reeves. All I know is a great director's directing, so I think it's going to be awesome no matter what. Thank you all for watching this video. I am Jacob Bartley for Affleck Movies. This was Comic Hero Talk. You can find me on Twitter at JacobBartley_, and you can find us on this YouTube channel, Affleck Movies. Please subscribe, hit that like button, comment like I said, and you can also find us on iTunes where we have our main shows and our reviews up on there. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, take care.